I mean, I thought it was a done deal, though, quite frankly. I did not see that comeback coming.
Well, the head coach did. He saw the no quit in their eyes. David Pastrnak was not going to let that game become a loss.
I mean,
third period.
The Blues had the worst power play in hockey coming into that game last night, and then scored twice on the power play. Is anybody aware of that? That was part of the
been happening a lot, right?
last night.
Hadn't they lost like 5 or 6 in a row?
That the Bruins have just, had poor special teams play and have been beaten by lesser teams. And, it really started to feel like the Bruins were worse than what their record said they were. And still does. The Bruins still feel worse than what their record says they are. I think it's their record right now that is keeping Jim Montgomery in his job. I do. I think that's what it is.
What do you mean?
I think their record, in terms of where they are in the standings and what their record is the only thing saving them, because I still don't look at the Bruins as a team that has lived up to what they should be, even with an exciting win like that last night, even with McAvoy being a part of the comeback and Pastrnak being a part of the comeback.
So does something have to happen after this, like the whole stacking of it? Like, do you need another response in the next game? Or are we going to be doing this and going through this each and every week? Where you seem they're at wit's end and they pull something out of their ass. And next thing you know, they're off and running.
4-1-1 in their last 6. Has Jim Montgomery saved himself?
Yes.
No.
It doesn't feel like it's 4-1. That doesn't feel like that record.
Okay, you know what I'm saying about their record and where they are overall and what they've been in the last 6?
Doesn't reflect the way that they're playing. Yes,
doesn't reflect the way you feel about them, that's for sure.
So I talked to somebody close to the hockey team.
Oh, there you go. Hold on.
Says, I hear you guys.
Reports from Causeway.
You don't watch a lot of hockey. You don't really get it. They are a much better team than what they are. They're going to get hot here at some point, and you guys are going to look really stupid.
Who's saying that?
I'm not saying who.
Who said that? Fine.
Somebody watches them hell of a lot more.
I'll go back to talking about the Patriots. That's fine by me.
No, but hell of a lot more than I do.
Us talking about it.
Right. But, like, you guys, they're going to be a playoff team. They're a much better team than what they are. And
that's, you know what?
They're
going to
go
be a team broadcaster. It's got to be like Beersy to say something like that they know that this is a playoff team right now. Give me a break. Sorry. That means it's someone like Zoe on the hockey side. Oh, they're a playoff team. No, they're not. You don't know that.
Someone like
you don't know that. Side. You don't know that about this team. You can't say that with any level of confidence right now. They should be better than what they've been. They haven't lived up to it. They've had some really bad stretches. Their record is better than I think what you've seen on the ice. So, fine. No, you want to guarantee they're a playoff team? Go ahead. Reveal yourself, and Bruins source.
And that coach won them a lot of games.
Put that take on the line.
That coach has won a lot of games here.
Yeah, and then he craps himself in the playoffs.
Okay, that's different. That's different.
Cool.
We're talking about regular season right now. Yeah.
Within that 4-1-1 that we were talking about earlier, it was those 2 weekend shutouts, the back-to-back with Philly and Seattle, and then there was the bad Toronto loss, and then the loss to Omar.
So do the players, like, do they just go through phases and, like, do they really even care about him, meaning Montgomery? Because if I'm a player and you look at, like, a guy like Ty Anderson, he's been like dead man walking type guy. Last year of a contract, doesn't have a new deal. Guy's going to get popped probably after the year. They're probably even unfazed by him. Because me as a player, if I'm out there playing and we're traveling and we're going through the motions and we win this game, we lose that one, and this guy's talking like, are you really listening to him? Because the team didn't deem him worthy of an extension. And we know how this game works. Shoot, I played for Butch Cassidy. I played for Butchie. They popped him. They moved on from him. They're sure as hell going to move on from this guy. So I'm just going to go out and do my thing.
Yeah.
I just wonder what impact.
I don't think he's here next season.
You know what I mean? Like, I think he's making it to the end of the year.
Where's the contract?
Yeah, he'd have a contract.
No, I know that. That's what I'm saying.
The team's actions tell you everything they think about the guy.
And I don't think they're going to pop mid-year. I think they're going to pop in the end of the year.
You never know.
Yeah.
I think it's now he's bought himself time. Because
that's what it's going to keep being. It's going to be him buying himself time or not buying himself time. That's why I think these games, stacking wins on top of these type of wins are important for him.
They had windows.
Yeah.
They had windows to fire him. So if things go really far south, they will regret not doing it. If things get a lot better, they'll look really smart for keeping him.
We waited it out.
They waited it out. That's what they chose. Yep. They chose to wait it out. They're either going to look real. I think there's only two ways to go. They're going to look really smart for having what they will say will be them not overreacting, right? The teams love to tell you that we didn't overreact. We didn't overreact to a bad stretch. Mm-hmm. We stayed the course. Mm-hmm. They only say that when they play well and it works out. And they will say that if it works out. And if it doesn't work out, then they will throw him under the bus so hard and take no responsibility for how the team went.
I thought Montgomery had a weird comment last night when he was talking about the game, and he mentions Pasternak, but then he talks about Geeky. He talks about how it's like good for the Bruins for him to do that. Like it should be like that's good for us, right? You don't hear Mazzol say it's good for the Celtics or Mayo say it's good for the Patriots. It's good for us. Like we have to. We. Seems like there was a disconnect there. It was odd. I don't know. Maybe he talks that way more, and I'm just more aware of it now because you're hearing everything he says. You're more in tune with everything he's saying. It just seemed odd. Nice win. Nice comeback.
Mark in Medford, what do you got?
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for taking the call. What's up, Beto? What's up, Zo?
Hey.
So you nailed it. You stole my thunder a little bit.
What?
I don't know how they pulled that out of their ass last night, but they did. But I have to give credit to Jim Montgomery. He sent Maddie Potsy Weber down, inserted Morgan Geeky, and that started the avalanche last night in the third period. But other than that, guys, once again, 0 for 4 on the power play, and the other team was 2 for 3 on the power play. So their power play and their penalty killing completely sucks.
Well, their whole thing was putting Lindholm back on the power play and taking McAvoy off, and then Lindholm goes out of the game, so that goes out the window.
Right. How bad do you think that injury is? Just from watching it, it's like he got hit.
Yeah. I can never tell.
I can never know. I don't think it's going to be that serious.